field tonight for homecoming. Looks really nice. I don't know if the camera guy can get it, but looks really cool. Tonight, October 5th, Plymouth is playing Ripon. And as soon as they get out here, I'll try to get your starting lineup as good as I can. Looks like in the middle we got Leighton Albright and Dylan Kane. On the near side is Aiden Woda. On the far side, Corby Gaffney. In the middle is Colin Meyer and Ryan Hollick. On defense, we got Nathan Francis, Drew Benning, Noah Joseph, and Connor McManus. And in the goal of this half, we got Saunders Gentine as a goalkeeper for this half. So it's a beautiful night here. There's no breeze, not like our last home game where we had a 40-mile-an-hour wind. And I was just handed a schedule of the Ripon's season. They have 2 wins, 8 losses in conference play. Plymouth is 7-0 in conference and 1 tie. So, okay, to kick off, Noah Joseph has it, passes it over on the far side to Connor McManus, goes up the far side, passes ahead, Ripon kicks it away. But Connor gets it back, taps it over to Drew Benning. Drew Benning brings it to the near side to Nathan Francis. Nathan Francis tacks it up the near side to Aiden Woda. Aiden Woda triples, taps it in to Leighton Albright. Leighton passes it back out to Aiden in the corner. And it was tapped out by Ripon. Throw-in, Aiden Woda's up with the throw-in. Tosses it in to Ryan Hollick. Ryan Hollick taps it back to Aiden in the corner. And he keeps it in bound. Oh, goes out. Going to be a Ripon throw-in. Ripon throws it in, but Nathan Francis is the first one to get a foot on it. Taps it ahead to Aiden Woda on the near sideline. Aiden taps it into Leighton Albright. Leighton Albright taps it into the box of Colin Meyer. Off the goalie taps it out. Corby Gaffney's going to corral it back in. Got to wait for guys to get on side. Leighton Albright takes a shot and goes high over the goal. So it's going to be a goal kick. We're at the 1 minute mark. So Ripon kicks it away. Headed by Colin Meyer. Headed by Aiden Woda. Tapped up by Leighton Albright into Aiden Woda into the box. Ripon's there to kick it away. Colin Meyer gets it back. Taps it back to Aiden Woda. Aiden Woda's going to reset it to Nathan Francis, then back into to Colin Meyer. Now Colin Meyer sets it back to Drew Benning. Drew Benning's going to bring it across, bringing it back to Noah Joseph, over to Connor McManus on the far sideline. Connor's driving up on the far sideline, taps it in to Corby Gaffney. Corby's into the box. Dylan Kane gets it, taps it back out to Ryan Hollick. Ryan Hollick brings it back to Leighton Albright. Leighton Albright passes in to Corby Gaffney. Corby Gaffney coming across the middle, taps it in the box to Aiden Woda. Aiden Woda on the near side. Aiden in the box. Passes it in the middle. Dylan Kane gets a shot. Oh, I'm sorry, Corby Gaffney gets a shot. And scores at the 2 minute mark. So it's either assist is either Aiden or Leighton Albright. I don't know which one came across the box. But Corby Gaffney got the goal. So that I'm sure of. Any help with assists there, guys? No? We'll give it to Aiden until further notice.
I don't think it touched him.
Well, okay, so Ripon kicks off and Ryan Hollick takes it away to Leighton Albright, back to Ryan Hollick to Dylan Kane. Ryan Hollick passes out to the far side to Corby Gaffney. Corby Gaffney brings it back into the middle, all the way across to Nathan Francis. Nathan Francis coming up the near sideline. And he loses it to Ripon. Leighton Albright gets it back to Nathan Francis. Aiden Woda has it back to Nathan Francis. Nathan Francis kicks it into the box, headed up by Wilpon. 2 heads by Wilpon. Leighton Albright heads it up, and we can't get it, so it's going to be a throw-in for Ripon on the near sideline. Ripon up, throws in. Nathan Francis gets a foot on it. Ripon kicks it up in the air. No head by anybody. Falls down. Ripon gets a kick off of Dylan Kane over to Colin Meyer. Colin Meyer sends it all the way across the field to Corby Gaffney. Corby Gaffney punches into the box to Leighton Albright. Leighton Albright taps it back to Corby. Corby in traffic. Corby taps it back out to Colin Meyer in the middle. Colin driving in the middle, taps it back to Drew Benning. Drew Benning over to the near sideline to Nathan Francis. Nathan Francis pushes it up to Aiden Woda. Aiden Woda back to Nathan, and Nathan kicks it too hard. It's going to go out to. Oh, it didn't go out the end. It's going to be thrown for Rippon, right near the corner. Rippon's up, throws it in, and Rippon kicks it away. Rippon gets a header on it. Ryan Halleck taps it into Corby Gaffney's in the box. Corby Gaffney takes a shot. Goalkeeper knocks it down. Dylan Kane's in there. Colin Meyer takes a shot, blocked by Rippon. It's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in for Plymouth. Aiden Woda's up for the throw-in, throws it into Colin Meyer in the corner. Colin gets a high kick, and it goes out. It's going to be a throw-in for Rippon. We're at the 4.5-minute mark. Rippon's up, throws it in. Nathan Francis headers it into the box. Leighton Albright has it. Taps it out to Corby Gaffney on the far sideline. Corby's going to run it down, tap it back to Connor McManus. Connor's going to reset, bring it in the middle. Taps it into the box, trying to get it to Dylan Kane. Off a header by Rippon and kicked away. Colin Meyer had a foot on. Rippon kicked it out. Ryan Halleck taps it back in, headed by Rippon. Another header by Rippon. Leighton Albright gets a foot on it, taps it out to Connor McManus. Connor McManus taps it back to Ryan Halleck. Ryan Halleck loses it to Rippon, but Connor McManus gets it back on the far sideline. Dribbles up, kicks it to Dylan Kane. Dylan Kane out to Corby Gaffney. Going on the far side, gets it in the box, taps it into Dylan Kane. And Leighton Albright takes a shot from on the outside, bounces off the goalie's hands, but he picks it up. So Rippon punts it away. And Connor McManus is going to settle it on the far sideline. Connor taps it up to Corby Gaffney. Corby Gaffney's going to bring it across, try to get it to the middle, and Rippon took it away. Ryan Halleck's there to slow him down, and Colin Meyer is going to take it away. Colin Meyer taps it up to Aiden Woda on the near sideline. Aiden Woda taps it ahead to Leighton Albright into the box. Leighton turns. Brings it back, resets it, passes out to Nathan Francis in the box, kicks it on the corner, kicks it into the box, headed by Rippon. Going to be tapped out by Rippon. It's going to be a throw-in for Plymouth. We're now at the 6-minute mark. Nathan Francis throws into Leighton Albright. Leighton Albright kicks it across the field to Corby Gaffney. But Connor McManus is going to get there. Connor's out in the corner with it, the far corner from us. Connor taps it back to Corby Gaffney. Corby Gaffney driving towards the middle. Kicks it into the box, headed up by Colin Meyer and up over the net. Good effort by Plymouth. And we got a sub for Rippon at the 6-minute mark. Just give you, I've got a quick second, I'll give you other scores or standings. Kettle Moraine Lutheran has got 9 wins and 1 loss. Winneconne's got 8 wins and 1 loss and 1 tie. Plymouth has got 7 wins and 1 tie. Campbell Sports 6 wins, 4 losses. Waupun 3 wins, 6 losses. Berlin 2 wins, 7 losses. Rippon 2 wins, 8 losses. Here comes a flip throw. Corby Gaffney up in the air, kicked out by Rippon. Rippon has it in the middle, taken away by Noah Joseph. Noah Joseph coming the other way, taps it into Dylan Kane, and Rippon takes it away. Rippon kicks it ahead, but Nathan Francis is there to steal it away. Nathan coming back to Aiden Woda. Aiden Woda working in the box, tries to get it into Dylan Kane, but Rippon got a foot on it. A couple of headers by Rippon. Nathan Francis taps it to Colin Meyer. Colin Meyer works his way, taps it in the box to Aiden Woda, working on him. It's going to be a corner kick. Rippon tapped it out, so it's going to be a corner kick for Plymouth. And Aiden Woda is going to take the corner kick at the 8-minute mark. Aiden kicks it up in the air, headed by Dylan Kane, and goes right at the goal. So good try by Plymouth there. So it's going to be a goal kick for Rippon. Goalie kicks it up, not much height on it. Colin Meyer settles it, taps it ahead. Colin Meyer passes it back to Nathan Francis on the near sideline. Nathan back tries to get to Colin. Rippon took it away. Nathan gets it back. Goes out of bounds. Going to be a throw in for Rippon. Rippon up, throws it in. Does not come in bounds, so it's going to be a throw in for Plymouth. Drew Bennings throws it in to Dylan Kane to Leighton Albright. Leighton Albright taps it ahead to Corby Gaffney in the box. Corby takes a shot, goes up over the goal. Another nice looking play, and just got his foot under it too much and popped the ball up. Last name Larrabee. Yeah, he makes a little more money than I do. So, yeah, Rippon kicks it away. And settled by Plymouth. Noah Joseph taps it ahead. Leighton Albright running down, taps it in the box to trying to get it to Dylan Kane, and the goalkeeper comes out and picks it up. So he punts it away again. Got a little more height on it. Gonna bounce, looks like Connor McManus taps it ahead to Corby Gaffney, but Rippon got a foot on it, kicked it back, but Noah Joseph has it, brings it across to Nathan Francis, coming to the near sideline. Nathan Francis working up, kicks it ahead to Aiden Woda, but Rippon kicked it out of bounds. So Nathan Francis is going to throw it in. Got a bunch of subs coming in for Plymouth. You got David Hassel coming in. You got Connor Joseph coming in. Adam Smith coming in. And Garrison Pierce coming in. So Nathan Francis is up with to throw it in. Throws it in to Noah Joseph. Noah Joseph taps it up to Ryan Halleck. Ryan Halleck got called for a push. So it's going to be a free kick for Rippon.
You the ref in the bleachers here?
I can be. Rippon kicked it away. Connor Joseph gets a foot on it and taps it up to Colin Meyer. Colin Meyer taps it ahead to Noah Joseph. Noah Joseph running it down, but Rippon's got a foot on it. Noah Joseph gets it, turns it back into the box, still in the box in the corner. Noah's still working it. Taps it into Colin Meyer, but Rippon got a foot on it. Rippon taps it out, but Connor Joseph's going to bring it back in. Loses it to Rippon. Going the other way. Connor Joseph takes it back, taps it back to Drew Benning. Drew Benning passes it over to David Hassel. David Hassel taps it out to the far sideline to Connor McManus. Connor McManus going up the far sideline, taps it ahead to Colin Meyer. Colin Meyer working back to the middle. Adam Smith taps it to Noah Joseph. Noah Joseph to Adam Smith and scores. Adam Smith gets a score at the, we'll call it the 12-minute mark, assisted by Noah Joseph. Little give and go there. Nice play by Plymouth. So Plymouth is up 2-0. 12 minutes into the game, and Rippon kicks off. Connor Joseph takes away the pass. Rippon gets it back. Ryan Halleck gets a foot on it. Drew Benning passes it ahead to Garrison Pierce, to Ryan Halleck, over to Connor McManus on the far side, taps it up to Garrison Pierce. Garrison turns, brings back, kicks it back in the middle to Noah Joseph. Noah Joseph taps it to Connor Joseph, back to Adam Smith, out to Nathan Francis on the near sideline. Nathan going up into the corner. Nathan turns, tries to get it into Noah Joseph, and Rippon takes it away. Rippon coming back the other way. Taps it ahead. Got a foot waste. Rippon's going to be first one to the ball on the near sideline. Rippon sets it back out. Too far, and Nathan Francis taps it ahead. Noah Joseph has it in the middle. Noah taps it over to Adam Smith. Adam Smith tries to get it ahead to Garrison Pierce. Rippon headed it, and Rippon got a foot on. Rippon now kicks it ahead. Drew Benning's going to run it down on the far sideline. Kicks it off a Rippon player, so it's going to be a Plymouth throw-in at the 13-minute mark. Plymouth's going to have a throw in on the far sideline. Looks like Drew Benning's picking it up for the throw in. Drew Benning throws it into Connor McManus. Connor McManus working in the middle of the field, taps it up to Noah Joseph. Noah Joseph taps it ahead to his brother Connor Joseph. Connor's running down in a corner on the near sideline here. Connor's into the box, kicks it into the middle to Colin Meyer. Rippon gets a foot on it. And Connor gets it back. Rippon kicks it away. It's going to be a goal kick. Hey, look like it went off for Rippon, but they're calling it a goal kick. Nope. My glasses aren't powerful enough, I guess. So Rippon kicks it away again. Line drive. Noah Joseph settles it first. Taps it ahead to Connor Joseph into the box. Connor's got a foot on it. Takes a shot. Nice stop by the goalkeeper there. Nice kick by Connor Joseph, but the goalkeeper's there to scoop it up. Goalkeeper punts it away for Rippon, and Rippon got the first header on. It's going to go out of bounds, though. It's going to be a Plymouth throw-in. Nathan Francis up for the throw-in. Throws it in to Noah Joseph in the middle. Noah turns, dribbling up the middle field, taps it to Colin Meyer. Rippon kicked it away, but Adam Smith is there to corral it. Taps it ahead to Nathan Francis. Keeps it in play to Connor Joseph. Back in the middle to Noah Joseph. Rippon takes it away. Adam Smith gets it back, leaves it for Nathan Francis up to Connor Joseph. Connor Joseph taps it over to Noah Joseph. Rippon takes it away. Rippon's coming the other way, but Nathan Francis steps in. Rippon again kicks it ahead. And nobody's there except for Plymouth Panthers, and Drew Benning's going to turn around, goes to the opposite side of the field to Connor McManus. Connor working up the far sideline. Nobody around Connor, so he's just going to keep dribbling. Taps it up to Colin Meyer. Colin Meyer turn, kicks it in the middle, and Plymouth couldn't get there. Rippon kicked it away, but Ryan Halleck's going to settle the kick. Taps it again to the near sideline to Connor Joseph. Taps it in Adam Smith in the middle. Rippon kicked it away. Connor McManus taps it to David Hassel. David Hassel kicks it up to Garrison Pierce. Got a header on it. Colin Meyer got a foot on it. Rippon's got a foot on it. Garrison settles it. Colin Meyer loses it, but Adam Smith is there to tap it ahead to Connor McManus in the corner. Connor taps it back to Garrison Pierce. Garrison taps it out to Connor McManus in the corner. Connor kicks it in the box, and Rippon got a foot on it. Garrison Pierce takes a shot wide right of the goal.
Strike, Garrison.
Nice looking shot by Garrison. So at the 16-minute mark, again, we're going to have a goal kick for Rippon. So Rippon goalkeeper puts it on the ground, kicks it away, and Ryan Halleck gets a header on it up to Colin Meyer. Colin Meyer taps it out to Garrison Pierce. Garrison Pierce runs it down, works into the box on the far side, battling a Rippon player. Garrison still has it. Then brings it back out to Connor McManus. Connor's working his way in. Connor's in the box, taps it ahead to Colin Meyer, and Rippon got a foot on it. Rippon kicked it ahead. Drew Benning's there to settle. Taps it back to Ryan Halleck in the middle. Ryan Halleck turns, taps it to Adam Smith. Adam Smith hits it to the corner and got too far ahead. It goes out of bounds, so it's going to be a goal kick for Rippon. So Rippon kicks it ahead, and Colin Meyer taps it to Garrison Pierce. Rippon takes it away. Connor McManus is there to get it back to Ryan Halleck. Ryan Halleck taps it ahead to Noah Joseph in the middle. Noah Joseph tries to get it in the box. Rippon kicked it away. Rippon again kicked it away. And Adam Smith is there. Plymouth gets it back. Colin Meyer taps it out to Connor Joseph. Connor Joseph's going to reset it. Brings it back in. Sends it to the middle of Ryan Halleck. Ryan Halleck brings it all the way back to David Hassel in the middle. David's going to switch sides of the field over to Drew Benning. Drew Benning's going to take it up the far sideline, taps it out to Connor McManus. Connor's going up the far sideline. Now brings it back into Ryan Halleck. Ryan Halleck taps it back to Drew Benning. Drew Benning back to Connor McManus. Connor into Ryan Halleck. Ryan to the middle to Adam Smith. Adam Smith taps it into Kyle Meyer. Takes a kick, blocked out by the goalkeeper. Nice play by the goalkeeper there. Plymouth controlling it. Garrison Pierce takes it away. Garrison's going to bring it back. Brings it all the way back to Drew Benning on the far sideline. Drew Benning taps it back ahead to Connor, then back to Garrison. Garrison's bringing it across the middle, taps to Ryan Hollick. Ryan Hollick kicks it across to Noah Joseph, gets a header on it, but Rippon's going to get the foot set. Rippon has control. Rippon kicks it ahead, and Drew Benning's going to tap it back into this side of play. Noah Joseph's going to run it down. Noah's controlling it on the near sideline. Noah's going into the box, taps it ahead to Colin Meyer, and again the goalkeeper makes a nice play. Kyle Meyer didn't get much foot on it. He was rolling away from it and took a left-footed swing and didn't get a lot on it. The goalkeeper's there to scoop it up. Kicks it away at the 19-minute mark. Nathan Francis gets a first header, then Rippon gets a header. Nathan another header. Ryan Hollick a header. And Rippon's going to get a foot on it. Nathan Francis gets it back. Nathan Francis going up the near sideline, taps it into Noah Joseph. Noah Joseph tries to get it back to Nathan. Too hard of a kick. It's going to be a goal kick for Rippon. 2 more subs coming in for Rippon at the 19-minute mark. So goalkeeper kicks it away again, and Ryan Hollick gets a foot on it, up to Colin Meyer. Colin Meyer's in the middle, taps it ahead to Connor Joseph in the far sideline. Connor's going to run this one down, keeps it in play, and kicked out by Rippon. It's going to be kicked out by Rippon, but off of Noah Joseph's foot, so it's going to be a throw-in for Rippon. Rippon up throws it in, and Rippon controlling, but Ryan Hollick took it away. Lion loses it to Rippon, but Drew Benning's going to run it down. Drew Benning in the middle of the field, taps it ahead to Adam Smith. Adam Smith to Ryan Hollick. Ryan Hollick takes a shot, goes up the back of the leg of Rippon player, and comes out to the near sideline. And Connor Joseph takes it away. Rippon kicked it out. Going to be thrown for Plymouth. We got subs coming in for Plymouth. Looks like Corby Gaffney's coming in. Logan Kulo and Eric Novak's the other one, sorry. So we got subs coming in at the 21-minute mark. Nathan Francis throws it in to Eric Novak. Eric Novak lets it for Logan Kulo. Logan Kulo to Adam Smith. Kicked away by Rippon, but Nathan Francis gets a header on it. Back into play. Rippon again gets a foot on it, kicks it up in the air. Nathan Francis taps it into Adam Smith. Adam Smith turns across the middle of the field to Ryan Hollick. Ryan Hollick taps it all the way across to Connor McManus. Connor back to Ryan. Ryan Hollick's working in the middle, taps it ahead to Noah Joseph. Noah Joseph's working in the middle, taps it ahead to Eric Novak, but Rippon take it away. Adam Smith gets it back. Adam taps it to Eric. Eric taps it out to Logan Kulo. Logan Kulo taps it out to the corner to Nathan Francis. Nathan Francis taps it to Eric Novak, back to Logan Kulo. Logan Kulo bring it back, send it all the way back to the middle to Drew Benning. Drew Benning switching fields all the way over to Connor McManus on the far sideline. Connor taps it back to Ryan Hollick. Ryan Hollick to Noah Joseph. Adam Smith. Ryan Hollick passed it to Adam Smith. Adam Smith took a shot there and it went wide left at the 22-minute mark. Good idea, nice passing. Nice swing. And we're going to have a goal kick for Rippon. So ball's on the ground, taking a run up. Rippon kicks it away. Rippon got the first foot on it. Noah Joseph takes it away. Noah taps it into the box for Corby Gaffney, taking a run, takes a shot, and Rippon kicks it out. Eric Novak took a kick on it, but Rippon got it out of there. Goalkeeper came out to make the first stop. Noah Joseph has it, kicks it back in play into the box. Rippon kicked it out, but Connor McManus settles on the outside, taps it over to Noah Joseph. Noah Joseph taps it into Corby Gaffney. Corby Gaffney head to Connor McManus. Connor backing up, gonna bring it all the way out to Ryan Hollick. Ryan Hollick taps it back up to Connor. Connor turns, looks for the little give and go from Noah Joseph. Noah Joseph's bringing it back to Adam Smith. Adam Smith into Eric Novak. Rippon kicked it away, but Noah Joseph got a header on it. And then Rippon got it back. Rippon taps it ahead, and they tap the head again, but David Hassel taps it out to Connor McManus on the far sideline. Connor working up, taps it ahead to Adam Smith. Adam Smith working, taps it ahead to Corby Gaffney in the far corner. Corby working hard there against the Rippon player. And Corby taps it out to Noah Joseph. Noah Joseph takes a shot, scooped up by the goalkeeper. So Rippon goalkeeper kicks it away. Nathan Francis gets a foot on it, and then Rippon taps it the other way. Got our Rippon running down the sideline. David Hassel gets around David Hassel. David Hassel's there. Then kicked it up to the goal, and Saunders Gentine scoops it up. Saunders throws it out to Connor McManus on the far sideline. Connor's dribbling up, taps it ahead to Noah Joseph. Noah Joseph turns, and Rippon takes it away. Ryan Hollick takes it away. Passes it out to Connor McManus. Connor McManus taps it ahead to Noah Joseph. Noah Joseph passes up to Corby Gaffney. Rippon tried to kick it out, went off at Corby. And it's going to be a throw-in for Rippon at, call it the 25-minute mark. Rippon throws it in. Rippon's going down the far sideline. Rolls out of bounds. Going to be thrown for Plymouth. We got sub coming in for Plymouth. Looks like Kyle Meyer is coming in for Adam Smith at the 25-minute mark. Kyle Meyer comes back in. And Drew Bending throws it into Connor McManus. Connor McManus taps it all the way across to Nathan Francis. Nathan Francis taps it up to Kyle Meyer. Kyle Meyer turns up the middle, kicks it ahead to trying to get it to Eric Novak. Gets too far, and goalkeeper scoops it up. So it's going to be another goal kick. Rippon kicks it away. Nathan Francis gets a header on it. Eric Novak gets a foot, taps it back to Kyle Meyer. Kyle Meyer punches it ahead. And got a handball called by Rippon. So it's going to be a free kick for Plymouth. And Noah Joseph quickly set it down and kicked to the head, and the goalkeeper is awake and picked it up. We got so Rippon kicks it ahead and off the back foot of a Rippon player, but Drew Benning's going to kick it back ahead, and Eric Novak's there to get the kick ahead. Eric kicks it into the box. Again, the goalkeeper comes out. So make a nice sliding save for the ball. And Rippon again kicks it up in the air. Nathan Francis up with a header. Logan Kulo's got a foot on it, tapped to the head. Rippon kicked away, but Ryan Hollick's there to settle it. Taps it back to Logan Kulo on the near sideline. Logan Kulo taps it ahead to Eric Novak. Eric Novak on the near sideline into the corner. Taps it back into Noah Joseph. Noah Joseph turns, heads towards the middle. Taps it into Eric Novak. Eric Novak has it. Taps it back to Logan Kulo. Logan going to get around on the corner. Logan still working. Taps it over to Eric Novak. Eric Novak brings it, tries to set it to the middle, reverses field, taps it into Noah Joseph. Noah Joseph taps it back to Logan Kulo. Logan Kulo going to set it back to Nathan Francis. Nathan Francis working in the corner, taps it into the box to Eric Novak. Rippon kicked it away.
Nice sequence, White.
David Hassel comes and taps it over to Drew Benning, running hard, get it up to Corby Gaffney. Corby Gaffney working, takes a shot wide left of the goal. Got another substitution. Dylan Kane's coming back in for David Hassel, and Noah Joseph's going to go back to defense, and Dylan Kane's going to go up in the offensive line. So at the 27-minute mark, Rippon's going to kick it away again for a goal kick. after a missed shot. And he kicks it away, and Ripon settles it. Logan Kulo takes it away, taps to the far sideline. Corby Gaffney gets a foot on it. Dylan Keynes has it, taps it out to Connor McManus on the far sideline. Connor working in towards the middle. Connor taps it into the box to Logan Kulo. Logan Kulo controls it. Heavy traffic. Logan taps it out to Connor McManus. Connor takes a shot. Again, the goalkeeper makes a nice stop for Ripon. Up with a ball for another punt away. And this time he throws it out. And Corby Gaffney gets it. Taps it to Eric Novak. Eric Novak pushes it out to Dylan Kane. Dylan Kane and Ripon player are falling down. Looks like they're... And Dylan Kane's going to get the call on that one. So it's going to be a free kick for Ripon on the rough play, we'll call it, by Plymouth. So Ripon kicks it away. Ripon gets a foot on it. Ryan Hollick settles it, and going to be another free kick for Ripon. So Ripon puts the ball down for the free kick. And he kicked it away, and Noah Joseph's up with a header. Logan Kulo gets a header on it. Corby Gaffney taps it out to Connor McManus on the far side. Connor taps it up to Corby. Corby brings it back to the middle. Gets a little push in the back by Ripon, so it's going to be a free kick for Plymouth. At the 29-minute mark. Going up to 45. And Drew Benning took that kick. And Nathan Francis taps it ahead into the box, trying to get it to... And the goalkeeper comes out again, picks up the ball. And Ripon goalkeeper punts it away again. Noah Joseph gets a header on it. Another header. Ryan Hollick settles it. Ryan turns the other way, going back up the field.
Call it, Logan, call it.
Ryan taps it ahead to Corby Gaffney on the far sideline. Corby Gaffney into the box, and Ripon taps it away, and Ripon's coming back the other way with it. Ripon taps it the other side. Nathan Francis is going to run it down. Nathan Francis taps it up to Logan Kulo on the near sideline. Logan taps it into Colin Meyer in the middle. Colin Meyer taps it into the box, trying to get it into Corby Gaffney. Goes and retrieves it. Corby's still in the box, taps it back to Colin Meyer. Colin Meyer takes the left foot shot, and it goes over the goal. But it's in the park. It stayed in the park. Got subs coming in for Plymouth at the 31-minute mark. Looks like Aiden Woda and Leighton Albright are coming back in. Oh, somebody's cooking Johnsonville brats tonight. The air's heavy and it's just hanging around here. I'm getting hungry. So Ripon kicks it away. Ryan Hollick comes up, gets a foot on it to Kyle Meyer.
Yeah, I think you got wind of it a fraction of a second before I did.
Okay. Must be coming from the south then. Connor McManus on the far sideline. Corby Gaffney goes. Connor controls it, taps it out to Leighton Albright. Leighton bring it in, taps it into the box to Ryan Hollick in the box. Ryan Hollick was settling off his foot, and the goalkeeper came out and took it away before he get a kick. Another nice play by the goalkeeper. So Ripon's up again. Punts it away, and Drew Benning gets a foot on it, and then kicked back down by Ripon, and Noah Joseph headers it to Ryan Hollick. Ryan Hollick taps it out on the near sideline to Aiden Woda. Aiden Woda tries to get it into Kyle Meyer, and Ripon got a foot on it. Ripon taps it ahead, but Drew Benning's there to intercept the pass over to Aiden Woda. Aiden Woda going to the middle, taps it to Dylan Kane. Dylan Kane taps it back to Ryan Hollick. Ryan Hollick taps it into the box to Leighton Albright. Kicked away by Ripon. Going to be a throw-in for Plymouth. If he backs up, he's backing up. It's going to be a flip throw. He's off the line, so Corby Gaffney. Yes, Corby Gaffney's coming in. Flip throw. Up in the air, into the box. Bounces. Ripon's got a foot on it. Goes out to end. It's going to be a corner kick for Plymouth. Yeah. Yeah. So Aiden Wood is going to take the corner kick at the 33-minute mark. And Aiden Wood kicks it up in the air. Guys rushing. Headed by Colin Meyer and Ripon player, and goes off the other sideline. Corby Gaffney kicks it back in. Connor McManus kicks it into the box. Ripon gets a foot on it, bounces up, and the goalkeeper scoops it up. Gonna kick it away at, well, the scoreboard says 9. Ripon, yeah, well, Ripon kicked it away, and Ryan Halleck has it. Dylan Kane passes it out to Aiden Woda on the near sideline. Aiden Woda into the box. Aiden Woda kicks it all the way across. Corby Gaffney off his chest, headed out by Ripon. Colin Meyer settles it. Colin Meyer takes a shot, kicks it back in and over the goal. Got a sub for Ripon coming in at the 34-minute mark, we'll call it. That is the official scoreboard. They have someone doing the stats, but I'm not keeping track.
I'd say it's more than 9 goals.
So Ripon kicks it away. Leighton Albright heads it up to Dylan Kane. Ripon kicked it ahead. And the goalkeeper again comes out. And Corby Gaffney gets taken down.
Helped up by the goalie.
The goalkeeper helps him up. Just stop a play. There's no penalty there. It was just, got run. The goalkeeper's a little bigger than Corby, and he got run over, so. Well, maybe they are calling a penalty because the ball's on the ground, so it looks like we're going to have a penalty kick for Ripon. Kicks it away. Headed by Ryan Halleck. Corby Gaffney running down on the sideline, keeps it in play, and Leighton Albright taps it back to Corby. Corby taps it into Ryan Halleck. Ryan Halleck in traffic. Ryan still has it, brings it back out to Corby. Corby brings it back to Noel, puts it in the box to Dylan Kane with a header. And good looking header, not much on it. The goalkeeper picks it up. At the 35-minute mark, the Ripon goalkeeper kicks it, high floating kick. And Nathan Francis gets a foot on it, up to Aiden Woda. Aiden Woda taps it to Colin Meyer. Colin Meyer in the middle turns. Tries to get it through to two Plymouth guys running. Now he gets a foot on it back, and Ripon's controlling it. Ripon taps it ahead, but Nathan Francis headers it to Colin Meyer. Colin Meyer turns in the middle. Sends it all the way out to Corby Gaffney. Corby Gaffney gets it into the box to Leighton Albright. And Ripon kicks it away. Ripon controls it, taps it ahead. Noah Joseph headed it back and then comes back and gets it. Noah Joseph taps it up to Ryan Halleck in the middle. Ryan Halleck again punches up to the corner. Corby Gaffney into the box. Corby takes a shot about 3 feet away from the goalie, and the goalie caught it. And he's still on the ground. But the goalie stopped it. But that was a drill shot. Corby's about 3 feet away from the goalie. He didn't blow his whistle. He's up. Goalie's up. He's got his wind back.
I see a goalie. There is one getting a shirt on.
He punts it away at the 37-minute mark, and Ripon gets a foot on it. Leighton Albright. Ryan Halleck has it. Ryan's going the other way with it. Ryan kicks it up in the air, trying to get it to Dylan Kane. Dylan Kane takes a shot and off a Ripon player, and the goalkeeper picks it up. I think Dylan Kane kicked the other guy's leg, so he's up limping. And the goalkeeper for Ripon is still limping pretty good. Punts it away. Aiden Woda headers it to Ryan Halleck to Dylan Kane. Dylan Kane taps it to Colin Meyer. Colin Meyer pushes out in the box to Aiden Woda. Aiden Woda back into the box. And goalkeeper, keeping that goalkeeper moving. And he's got no time to rest. So at the 38-minute mark, Ripon again is up to punt it away. Again, he punts it. And Ripon gets the first foot on it. Leighton Albright gets it from Ripon, taps it over to Kyle-Meyer. Kyle-Meyer working towards us. Alec versus back to the middle, leaves it for Ryan Halleck. Ryan Halleck going back to the far sideline, taps it out to Connor McManus. Connor taps it ahead to Corby Gaffney. Corby Gaffney taps it back to Connor. Connor McManus into Ryan Halleck. Ryan Halleck taps it to Corby. Corby in traffic taps it into Dylan Kane. Dylan Kane taps it to Kyle-Meyer. Kyle-Meyer takes a shot. One hops to the goalkeeper and scoops it up at the 38-minute mark. And again, Ripon punts it away. Nathan Francis headers it to Kyle-Meyer. Kyle-Meyer taps it over to Ryan Halleck. Ryan Halleck taps it ahead, and Ripon takes it away. Kyle-Meyer's going to run it. Ryan Halleck ran it down, tapped over Aiden Woda. Aiden Woda taps it to Nathan Francis. Nathan Francis up to Dylan Kane in the corner. Dylan Kane working against the Ripon player. Taps it into Aiden Woda. Aiden Woda taps it back to Dylan Kane. Kicked out by Ripon. Going to be a throw-in for Plymouth. Got subs coming in for both teams. For Plymouth, we got Adam Smith coming in, Garrison Pierce, and Jake Walsh coming in. Going out is Ryan Halleck, Corby Gaffney, and Aiden Woda. So we're at the 39-minute mark. Plymouth for the throw-in. Nathan Francis is up for the throw-in. Throws it in all the way to Colin Meyer. Colin Meyer taps it back to Nathan on the sideline. Nathan taps it back to Leighton Albright. Leighton Albright takes a shot wide right of the goal.
Have to adjust his sights tonight when he gets home, huh?
That's at the 40-minute mark. Ripon's going to have another goal kick here. Kicks it away. Garrison Pierce settles it. Garrison taps it to Jake Walsh. Ripon gets a foot on it, kicks it away over Drew Benning's head, but Noah Joseph taps it back to Saunders Gentine. Saunders kicks it out to Nathan Francis on the near sideline. Nathan Francis bringing it up the near sideline, taps it ahead to Leighton Albright. Leighton Albright back to the middle to Nathan Francis. Nathan Francis taps it up to Colin Meyer in the middle. Colin Meyer taps it ahead, and Ripon cut it off, and Nathan Francis is there to settle it. Nathan taps it up to Leighton Albright on the near sideline. Leighton taps it in to Colin Meyer. Ripon got a foot on it to cut the pass off. Colin Meyer's putting some heat on. Colin takes it away. Colin taps it to Leighton Albright. Going to Adam Smith in the middle. Adam Smith taps it out to Connor McManus on the far sideline. Connor bringing it back in. Connor working in the middle. Connor takes a shot. Goalkeeper's there to pick it up. Nice shot by Connor McManus from the far sideline at the 41-minute mark. Even had a player in there for a rebound, but goalkeeper made a nice play. Kicked it out. Yeah, Colin Meyer gets it off the goalkeeper's shot. Colin Meyer taps it to Garrison Pierce. Had a couple guys looking for a run, but Garrison was in traffic. Nathan Francis taps it ahead in the corner to Leighton Albright. Leighton Albright taps it back to Colin Meyer on the top side of the box to Dylan Kane. Dylan Kane taps it back to Adam Smith. Adam Smith works it out to Nathan Francis on the near sideline. Nathan Francis shoots it in the box to Garrison Pierce, and the goalkeeper calls for it and comes out and makes a sliding pickup. So another nice play by the goalkeeper at the 42-minute mark. And again, he punts it away, and Nathan Francis gets a foot on it, kicks it back in, and then Ripon gets a foot on it, and Dylan Kane going up the near sideline. Dylan Kane working in the corner. Dylan Kane taps it off a Ripon player for a corner kick at the 42-minute mark. Leighton Albright's going to take the corner kick. We'll call it the 43-minute mark now. Got Jake Walsh standing right by the goalkeeper in the box. Layton kicks it up in the air. And Adam Smith, first one to get a foot on it, and Colin Meyer. Colin Meyer taps it back to Noah Joseph. Noah Joseph sets it out to Nathan Francis. Nathan Francis up to Garrison Pierce. Garrison Pierce heads towards the box. Still Garrison goes across the field now, taps it to Colin Meyer. Colin taps it back to Garrison on a given goal. Garrison Pierce is in the box, takes a shot, goes wide right of the goal. At the 43.5-minute mark, got a substitution coming in for Ripon. And Ripon's going to kick away the goal kick here. Kicks it away. And Adam Smith gets a header. And Ripon kicks it back out. Nathan Francis sets a kick. Nathan's taking it up into the box, loses it to Ripon, and then gets called for sticking his foot out, trying to keep the ball by him. So it's going to be a penalty kick for Ripon at the 44-minute mark. Ripon kicks it away, and Ripon gets a header on it and a foot, and Ripon settles it. And Connor McManus takes it away to Drew Benning. Drew Benning controls it, taps it out to Connor McManus, going up the far sideline. Connor working up, taps it up to Garrison Pierce. Garrison Pierce taps it back to Adam Smith. Adam Smith in the middle, taps it out to Nathan Francis. Nathan Francis sends it into the box. Ripon taps it out. Leighton Albright sends it back in the box, trying to get it to Jake Walsh on the far sideline. Jake Walsh sends it back out to Connor McManus. Connor McManus takes a shot. Dylan Kane gets a foot on it, and it goes up over the goal right at halftime. So good effort by Plymouth, trying to get everything he can. So at halftime score is Plymouth 2 and Ripon nothing. Now the scoreboard shows 12 shots on goal, so official or not, but that's what we'll use. So we'll be right back for the second half. Fans, we're back for the second half of the Plymouth Panthers Ripon soccer game. Plymouth is ahead 2-0. And starting lineup in the second half for Plymouth on the front line, we got Corby Gaffney, number 10. Eric Novak, number 2. Dylan Kane, number 6. Leighton Albright, number 3. And kickoff. Connor McManus is going to run it down on the near sideline. Connor taps it ahead to Corby Gaffney. Corby Gaffney taps it ahead to Eric Novak. Eric Novak running it down, and Ripon gets there first. Ripon turns. It goes off of Eric Novak's foot. It's going to be a throw-in for Ripon. And Ripon throws it in. Ryan Hollick gets a foot on it. And Ripon controls it after that. Ripon taps it ahead. Noah Joseph kicks it, but it goes out of bounds, so Ripon's going to have a throw-in. Ripon throws it ahead. Connor McManus gets a head on it. Going to go back to the goalkeeper, which is Cole Bogenschut for the second half. Cole throws it out to the far sideline to Leighton Albright on the far sideline. Leighton taps it up to Dylan Kane. Dylan Kane and taps it back, tries to get it in the box to Colin Meyer, and Ripon takes it away. And Ripon taps it out. It's going to be throw-in for Plymouth. And Nathan Francis gets it up, throws it into Eric Novak. Eric Novak in the middle, taps it over to Ryan Hollick. Ryan Hollick brings it across to Corby Gaffney. Give and go to Ryan Hollick. Ryan Hollick in the box is going to bring it back out to Corby Gaffney. Corby on the near corner taps it back out to Connor McManus. Connor McManus sends it all the way across to Colin Meyer, headers it up. Ripon headed it. Leighton Albright settles it. Leighton brings it all the way back to Connor McManus on the near sideline. Connor working the sideline, taps it into Eric Novak. Eric Novak into the box with it. Eric Novak coming back the other way and loses it to Ripon. Dylan Kane steps in, and Eric Novak's going to get called for rough play. A little sandwich by the Plymouth boys, and Ripon's going to have a penalty kick. At the 47-minute mark, we are going up to 90 for the game. Rippon kicks it away, settled by Ryan Halleck. Rippon gets it back, and Rippon's controlling it, going up. Rippon kicks it in the box. Cole Bolenschut calls for it, but Nathan Francis got a foot on it, kicked it away up to Corby Gaffney, back to Connor McManus. Connor McManus goes in the middle of the field to Eric Novak. Eric gets a foot on it, taps it ahead to Corby Gaffney coming down the near sideline. Corby gets it up in the middle to trying to get it to Dylan Kane. Rippon kicked it out. Colin Meyer takes a shot, and the goalkeeper bounces off him, but he scoops it up before Dylan Kane can get in there and get the rebound. So another goal kick for the Rippon. Punts it away, and Ryan Halleck headers it up, and Rippon kicks it back, and Rippon controls it, taps it ahead. Nathan Francis stabs at it, kicks it up in the air. Drew Benning pops it ahead. Rippon off Rippon's leg. Leighton Albright gets it on the far sideline, and then Rippon's going to kick it out. It's going to be a throw-in for Plymouth. Looks like Nathan Francis is going to take the throw-in. Nathan Francis throws it in to Leighton Albright. Leighton Albright taps it to Colin Meyer. Rippon takes it away. Colin gets it back to Leighton Albright. Again, Rippon takes it away. Rippon kicks it ahead, but Drew Benning's there. Drew Benning kicks it back into Eric Novak. Eric Novak kicks it into the box to try to get to Corby Gaffney, but Rippon's there. Rippon kicks it away, and Noah Joseph's going to run it down on the defensive side. Noah Joseph brings it up, passes ahead on the near sideline to Connor McManus. Connor McManus gets it to Dylan Kane. Dylan Kane got taken out big time by a Rippon player, and he got a stern warning from the middle ref. So Noah Joseph's going to take the free kick, kicks it up in the air. Leighton Albright got a bicycle kick, but went the wrong way, and Eric Novak retrieves it back to Ryan Halleck. Ryan Halleck takes a shot off the top hands of the goalkeeper over the net. It's going to be a corner kick for Plymouth. Looks like Corby Gaffney's going to take the corner kick here at the 50-minute mark, we'll call, on the near corner. See if we can get a score off a corner kick tonight. We got Nathan Francis right on the front line. Corby Gaffney making a run. Connor McManus, Dylan Kane going in. Dylan Kane gets to the foot on it. Colin Meyer gets the leg on it. Leighton Albright kicks it. Ryan Halleck settles it. Ryan taps it into Leighton, back to Ryan. Ryan resets it to Noah Joseph. Noah Joseph taps it into the box to Corby Gaffney. Corby Gaffney pops it up, looking for a runner. Nobody got the text, so went out of bounds. Going to be a corner kick, or going to be a goal kick. Still at the 50-minute mark for Rippon.
We'll have to race that.
What's that?
They'll take it out on us in football.
Oh. So again, Rippon up, kicks it away. The goalkeeper kicks it up. It's coming to the near sideline. Connor McManus got called for a push in the back. So it's going to be a free kick for Rippon. So Rippon sets it down for the free kick. Kicks it away, and Ryan Halleck up with a header. And headed by Rippon. Kicked ahead by Rippon. Rippon's running it down on the far sideline. Nathan Francis there. Leighton Albright cuts it off. Leighton Albright coming back the other way. Taps it ahead to Dylan Kane. Dylan Kane taps it to Eric Novak, but Rippon stepped in front. Now Drew Benning kicks it ahead to Eric Novak. Eric Novak turns to Corby Gaffney. He's on a runner. Corby by himself out here. Going to get the ball ahead, but Corby still has it. Kicked away by Rippon. Ryan Halleck gets it back. Passes in Dylan Kane. Back to Ryan Halleck. Ryan Halleck to Colin Meyer. Colin Meyer working the far corner. taps it out to Leighton Albright. Back to Colin Meyer. Colin Meyer punches into Dylan Kane with a header, and a goalkeeper scoops it up again off the header of Dylan Kane. And Ripon punts it away again. Drew Benning gets the leg on it up to Ryan Halleck. Ryan Halleck to Colin Meyer. Colin Meyer turns up. Leaves it go down the sideline for Leighton Albright. Leighton Albright in the box. Taps it to Eric Novak. Eric Novak takes a left-footed shot. Bounces, hits the goalkeeper in the head. And Corby Gaffney takes a shot and misses it point-blank range, wide left. Yeah. Oh, this guy's going to have a sore nose. So we're up to 16 shots on goal, according to the scoreboard. Kicked away by Ripon. Corby Gaffney gets a foot on it. Then Ripon got a foot on it. Connor McManus is going to run it down on the near sideline. Connor taking it into the corner, tries to turn, kicks it in to Eric Novak, but Ripon gets a foot on it. Corby Gaffney taps it over to, tries to get over to Colin Meyer, but Ripon again with a foot on it, tips it away. And Noah Joseph runs it down on the near sideline, taps it up to Connor McManus. Connor McManus working up the middle. Nobody there. Connor taps it ahead to Dylan Kane. Dylan Kane in the middle, taps it ahead for Leighton Albright. Leighton Albright takes a shot off the goalkeeper, and then it bounced off the goalkeeper, and Leighton got it back and kicked it in again. So Leighton Albright with a score at the 54-minute mark. You knew we were going to get one of them bouncing off his hands pretty soon. So Plymouth is up 3-0. So Ripon's going to kick off at the 54-minute mark. Again, Plymouth's up 3-0. Ripon kicks it off. Dylan Kane takes it away. Leighton Albright taps it ahead, and Ripon tapped it ahead. Ripon's going the other way. Now Nathan Francis cuts it off on the far sideline, taps it back into Dylan Kane. Dylan Kane gets a foot on it, brings it back to Nathan Francis. Nathan Francis over to Ryan Halleck. Ryan Halleck bring it back to this side to Connor McManus. Connor McManus on the give and go to Ryan Halleck. Ryan Halleck into the box, and Ripon takes it away. Ripon kicks it out, but Connor McManus is there. Connor McManus takes working in the box. Ripon again kicks it away. Corby Gaffney's going to run it down. Corby Gaffney takes a turn into the corner. Corby brings it back out, taps it into the box across the middle to Colin Meyer. Colin Meyer takes a shot off of Ripon player, and Eric Novak gets it. And Ripon takes it away. Ripon's coming up the middle of the field. And Eric Novak takes it away. And now they had advantage. There was a push there, and he waited to, we cleared the ball, but Plymouth's going to have a free kick. So Noah Joseph's going to, at the 55-minute mark, Noah Joseph's going to take the free kick, kicks it into Ryan Halleck, gets off his foot. Ripon kicked to the head. Ryan Halleck gets a foot on it again. Noah Joseph gets it back. Noah Joseph up in the middle, passes it to Eric Novak to Colin Meyer. Colin Meyer gets it out to Corby Gaffney on the far sideline. Corby brings it back to the middle to Noah Joseph. Noah Joseph takes a left-footed shot, and the goalkeeper scoops that one up again. So we're up to 18 shots on goal. Ripon again punts it away. Drew Benning gets a foot on it. Eric Novak gets a chest on, settles it. Tap, tries to get it to, it was blocked, partially blocked, but Connor McManus is going to settle it, taps it up to Corby Gaffney. Corby Gaffney going to the middle, taps it over to Colin Meyer. Colin Meyer working in the middle. Colin Meyer takes a shot off the goal again, bounces off the goalkeeper, and the Ripon player gets there, taps it out. Nathan Francis is going to keep it in play. Nathan Francis brings it back in, works in the middle, and Eric Novak gets a foot on it. And Dylan Kane battling in there. Dylan and Ripon kicked it away. Nathan Francis headed it up. Colin Meyer taps it out to Leighton Albright, but Ripon gets a foot on it. Going to be a free kick for Plymouth after the rough play by Ripon. Kallmeyer takes a shot right away, but the goalkeeper's there. And two guys are waiting for a bounce, and no bounce that time. So 57-minute mark. Ripon again is going to punt it away. Nathan Francis gets a header on it. Leighton Albright's going to run it down. Can't keep it in play. It's going to be a throw in for Ripon on the far sideline. Ripon throws it in. Nathan Francis again headers it up. Ripon throws it in. Going to be subs coming in for Plymouth. We got Garrison Pierce. We got David Hassel. Adam Smith. Must be missing somebody. Aiden Woda's in. I think that's 4. So Ripon throws it in. Ryan Hollick kicks it ahead. Ripon settles it. Dylan Kane kicks it out to the corner to Aiden Woda, running it down on the far sideline. Aiden taps into the box to Garrison Pierce. And Garrison Pierce off his foot gets a goal. Nice play by Garrison Pierce off the assist kicked in by Aiden Woda. So you got Aiden Woda with assist and Garrison Pierce with the 4th goal of the game at the 58-minute mark. So Plymouth is up 4-0 just like that. So Ripon's going to kick it off after the score by Plymouth. Plymouth's up 4-0, and Ripon kicks it away, and Nathan Francis cuts off the pass. Nathan is going to go off a Ripon player, so it's going to be a throw-in for Plymouth. And Aiden Woda is going to throw it in. Aiden throws it in to Ryan Hollick in the middle. Ryan Hollick settles it, goes up the middle, passes it to Dylan Kane. Dylan Kane turns, left foots it up to Garrison Pierce. Garrison Pierce, and the goalkeeper comes out. He got there. It was his play to make. So goalkeeper did a nice job coming out and getting that ball and kicked it away. And Adam Smith gets a header on it up to Dylan Kane. Dylan Kane taps it up to Eric Novak. Eric Novak taps it over a guy, but another Ripon player kicked it away. And then Aiden Woda is going to run it down, bring it back, tapped it over to Ryan Hollick in the middle. Ryan Hollick passes ahead to Aiden Woda in the corner, and Nathan Francis running down. Aiden Woda gets it, taps it up to Nathan Francis in the corner. Eric Novak comes and gets it. Ripon kicked it away. Dylan Kane in the middle, taps it back to Aiden Woda. Aiden Woda passes it to Garrison Pierce. Goalkeeper kicked it out. And Garrison tripped over the goalie, so they got a call after the goalie kicked it away. And at the 59.5-minute mark, Ripon's going to kick it away for a penalty kick. Ripon kicked it away. Ripon gets the first foot and a chest, and Dylan Kane gets the next foot. Adam Smith to Eric Novak. Eric Novak to Garrison Pierce. Garrison Pierce tries to kick it across to Adam Smith, and Ripon's there first. Ryan Hollick settles a kick from Ripon out to Aiden Woda on the far sideline. Aiden taps it into Adam Smith. Adam Smith taps it into Aiden Woda, but Ripon kicked it away. And Ripon controls it on the far sideline. Ripon still controls, kicks it in, but Ryan Hollick's there to Adam Smith. Adam Smith goes up the far sideline. Adam taps it into Eric Novak. Eric Novak taps it back out to Aiden Woda. Aiden Woda gets a little push there, and he's going to get the call. So it's going to be a free kick for Plymouth.
This game's not as physical as last Thursday.
No, not as physical. So Eric Novak take the penalty kick, and Garrison Pierce can't catch up to it. Tried to pop it into the box, and it's going to be a kick by the goal kick for Ripon at the 61-minute mark, we'll call it. So Ripon kicks it away. Drew Benning gets a foot on it first, pops it up in the air. Garrison Pierce is going to settle it out to Logan Kulo. Dylan Kane's there, taps it back to Logan Kulo. Logan Kulo back to Garrison Pierce. Garrison Pierce taps it to Logan Kulo. Logan up to Jake Walsh has it now. Logan Kulo paps it in, taken away by Rip.
You see, Logan, what you see?
Logan Kulo's going to run it down. Logan Kulo taps it to Garrison Pierce. Garrison Pierce back in the middle to Jake Walsh. Jake Walsh switching fields over to Nick Freund on the far sideline. Nick Freund coming up. And Nick Freund taps it ahead to Aiden Woda. Aiden's going to bring it back. Taps it into Adam Smith. Adam Smith taps it all the way across to Logan. Logan Kulo. Logan Kulo pumped into the box. Dylan Kane tries a bicycle kick. One hops the goalkeeper. So the goalkeeper's up with the ball again at the 62-minute mark. Punts it away up in the air, and Adam Smith gets a header on it. And Garrison Pierce and Eric Novak. Eric Novak comes out of there with it. Eric Novak punches it up to Dylan Kane, and Rippon kicked it away. Jake Walsh comes in to keep it in play, and Rippon kicked it away. Now Garrison Pierce has it, going up the near sideline. Garrison turning it, kicks it into the box, and Rippon headed it away, but Jake Walsh is there to retrieve it. Jake Walsh taps it out to Aiden Woda on the far sideline. Aiden brings it back to Jake Walsh. Jake Walsh taps it up to Nick Freund. Nick Freund taps it in the box to Dylan Kane. Dylan Kane taps it out to Eric Novak. Eric Novak takes a left-footed shot off the pole, and Rippon's there, and Garrison Pierce is going to try to run it down, saves it and keeps it in play. Garrison Pierce is still working back into the box. Garrison taps it into Aiden Woda. Aiden Woda takes a shot, blocked by Rippon. Rippon comes away with it, coming the other way. Drew Benning's there to stop the pass, taps it up to Adam Smith, over to Nick Freund, going to the far sideline. Nick Freund taps it into Eric Novak. Eric Novak tried to do a give and go, and nobody's there. Rippon kicked it away, but Nick Freund gets it back out to Aiden Woda on the far sideline. Aiden and Dylan Kane back to Nick Freund. Rippon kicks it away, and David Hassel taps it over to Logan Kulo on the near sideline. Logan Kulo coming up, nobody on him. Logan's still driving towards the middle. Logan still pushing the middle, taps it into Aiden Woda, coming through the box. Aiden taps it, goalkeeper comes and kicks it away. And Rippon goes and runs it down, keeps it in play, but Nick Freund's there to put some pressure on him. And Rippon just kicked it out. It's going to be a throw-in for Plymouth. And you got a sub coming in. Connor Joseph's coming in for Dylan Kane. Throw in by Nick Freund to Eric Novak. Back to Nick, to Adam Smith. Adam Smith kicks it up in the box to Garrison Pierce with a header, and it goes wide right of the goal. Good idea, getting up in the box. Subs coming in for Rippon at the 64.5-minute mark. Yes. Yeah.
One at 2 minutes and one at 4, right?
Yep, I believe so.
Their defense has really settled down since then. I think the goalie's warm too now.
Yeah. Goal kick settled by Jake Walsh, kicked it back up, and then Connor Joseph to Adam Smith. Adam Smith taps it all the way across to Logan Kulo. Logan Kulo on the top of the box, taps it into Garrison Pierce. Garrison Pierce into traffic, taps it into Eric Novak. Eric Novak in the box, takes a shot right at the goalie, and he picks it up. That was nice footwork in the box. Quick pass and shot. Jake Walsh gets a header on it. Nick Freund's going to run it down on the far sideline. Nick quickly taps it up to Aiden Woda, over to Adam Smith. Adam Smith turns, brings it back to the middle. Taps it back to Logan Kulo on the near sideline. Logan again is going to bring it up, taps it up to Eric Novak in the middle. Eric Novak sends it back to Adam Smith. Adam Smith still controlling it, had a Rippon player take it away, but Adam got it back, kicks it in the corner to Garrison Pierce. Garrison Pierce is in the corner of the box with it, works and taps it over to Eric Novak. Eric Novak takes a left-footed shot, gets blocked. Eric gets it back, take another shot, and the goalkeeper scoops it up. Gesundheit. Cameraman just sneezed, so kicked away. One of the cameramen, yeah. Me and my twin are doing two voices tonight, but I got two camera guys, so. Yeah, I have two pictures in the same voice. The people going, wow, that guy's good. So Rippon's going to have a throw in at the 66-minute mark on the far side. And Rippon throws it in, settles it. Rippon tapping it back. Now to kick it ahead. And going to go out of bounds. Nick Freund gets up, throws it in to Aiden Woda. Aiden Woda to Jake Walsh. Jake Walsh taps it ahead to Aiden, running down the sideline and cut off by Rippon. Kicked back ahead. And Jake Walsh gets ahead of it. And Rippon just kicks it away. Cole Bogenschut calls for it. Comes out, but lets it roll back in the box. Picks it up, rolls it out on the near sideline to Logan Kulo. Logan's bringing it up, taps it in the middle. Jake Walsh. Jake Walsh taps it back to Adam Smith. Adam Smith over to David Hassel. David Hassel going up the far sideline. David Hassel kicks it ahead to Aiden Woda. And Aiden running hard. And he does catch up to it into the box. And tapped out by Rippon. So it's going to be a corner kick at the 67.5-minute mark. And Aiden Woda gets up for the corner kick. Kicks it in quickly in the box, and Dylan Kane can't get up there with a header, but Adam Smith's going to keep it in play. Adam Smith brings it back out to Logan Kulo on the near sideline. Logan Kulo on just outside the box, kicks it back into play. One hops the goalkeeper, and Plymouth had to hold their defense so nobody could rush the box for a rebound. So at the 68-minute mark, Rippon's going to punt it away. High punt. Nobody headers it. Drew Benning gets the first leg on it, and Rippon gets the leg on. Drew kicks it ahead, and Rippon kicks it the other way. Garrison Pierce gets the leg on. It's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in for Rippon. Rippon throws it in, and Drew Benning gets the leg on it, taps it ahead to Jake Walsh. Jake Walsh working his way to the middle of the field. Jake Walsh kicks it ahead to Aiden Woda, running through, but Rippon got a foot on it, but Garrison. And we're going to go out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in for Rippon. Rippon throws it in over everybody's head. And Jake Walsh calls for it, taps it back to Cole Bogenschut, the goalie. Cole takes it the other way, taps it out, kicks it out off the back of a Rippon player. David Hassel's going to kick it ahead. Rippon headers it, but Adam Smith headers it back. Rippon comes out of there with it. Adam Smith blocks it. Aiden Woda runs it down. Rippon controls it, turns it, brings it back. Rippon still has it down the far sideline. Aiden Woda puts some pressure on, and Aiden taps it away to Eric Novak. Eric Novak taps it back to Aiden Woda, and Rippon controls it. Eric Novak cuts off the pass. Eric Novak into the box to Garrison Pierce. Garrison Pierce leaves it for Adam Smith. Adam Smith left foot goes up over the goal. Nice little pass, and just up over the goal at the 70-minute mark. So again, Rippon's going to have a goal kick. Winds up, kicks it away, coming to the near sideline. I think it's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be thrown for Plymouth. Garrison Pierce gets up quickly, throws it into Adam Smith. Adam Smith in the middle, taps it to Eric Novak. Eric Novak back to Jake Walsh. Jake Walsh kicks it in the box. Rippon kicked it out, headed by Rippon. Jake Walsh is going to settle it. Taps it over to Adam Smith. Adam Smith taps it out to the near sideline to Logan Kulo. Logan Kulo back into Garrison Pierce in the middle. Garrison turns, gets it to Connor Joseph. Connor to Eric Novak. Eric Novak, the goalie came out and kicked out by Rippon, but Connor Joseph runs it down. Logan Kulo has it, taps it out to Adam Smith. Adam Smith's going to reverse the field all the way over to David Hassel going up the other sideline. David taps it up to Aiden Woda. Aiden Woda working the far sideline, working in the middle to Eric Novak. Eric Novak reverses it. Eric Novak brings it back to Jake Walsh. Jake Walsh taps it in to Connor Joseph. Connor Joseph pushes out to Logan Kulo. Logan Kulo on the corner here in the box. Logan Kulo working in. Still working in. Logan Kulo taps it, tries to get into Garrison Pierce. Garrison taps it in. Can't get a foot on it. And Ripon kicked it out. Drew Benning's going to settle it. Tap it back out to Jake Walsh on the near sideline. Plymouth resetting. Jake Walsh taps it in the corner to Garrison Pierce. Garrison Pierce keeps it in play. Goes around the corner. Garrison's in the box. Taps it out to Eric Novak. Eric Novak takes a shot. Goes wide right, but Aiden Woda's there to run it down. Aiden taps it to Nick Freund. Nick Freund's bringing it back into the box. Taps it to Adam Smith. Adam Smith on the top of the box rolls it into Garrison Pierce. Garrison Pierce settles it, turns, kicks over the goal. Over the fence, but not into the bushes. So at the 72-minute mark, we got some substitutions coming in. We got Ben Pierce coming in for Plymouth and Zach Strelo.
Have you ever looked for a ball back in those bushes there? It's really hard to find.
Yeah, like a needle in a haystack. So at the 72-minute mark, we got the two subs came in for Plymouth. Kicked away, and Adam Smith gets a foot on it, up to... Going to go out of bounds. Nick Freund's going to run it down for the throw-in for Plymouth. Nick's up with the ball. Nick throws it in, headed by Jake Walsh. Bounces out of bounds. Going to be a throw-in for Ripon. Ripon up with the ball. At the 72-minute mark, Ripon throws it in. Ripon controls it, taps it ahead. It's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be thrown for Plymouth. And Nick Freund's going to throw it in again. Nick up with the ball, throws it into Eric Novak. Eric Novak taps it back to Adam Smith, to Nick Freund, to David Hassel. Bring it over to Ben Pierce. Ben Pierce coming up the middle. Ben takes a shot, and Connor Joseph taps it up to Garrison Pierce. Garrison Pierce brings it back over the middle to Jake Walsh. Jake Walsh brings it back out to Logan Kulo. Logan Kulo on the near sideline taps it back into Garrison Pierce in the middle. Garrison goes the other way to Adam Smith. Adam Smith taps it out to Zach Strelo. Zach Strelo in the far corner. Zach Strelo passes it back to Nick Freund. Nick Freund on the corner. Nick Freund puts it up in the air. Connor Joseph gets a foot on it. Connor gets kicked away by Ripon, but Adam Smith takes it away. Oh, and then Ripon kicks away, but Nick Freund's there to bring it back in. Then Eric Novak takes a shot, left foot. One hops into the goalkeeper's arms again at the 74-minute mark. And Ripon kicks it a high, booming kick. Jake Walsh headers it up to Connor Joseph. Connor Joseph taps it up to Eric Novak. Eric Novak back to Adam Smith. Adam Smith taps it out to Nick Freund. Nick Freund on the far sideline taps it up to Eric Novak to Nick Freund. Eric Novak has it back to Eric Novak in the middle. Eric Novak taps it into Connor Joseph. Gets off the side of his foot. Goes into the goalkeeper.
They quit counting shots on goal, I believe.
They just added one, or they go by like one every 5. I think they put them on there. So. Anyways, back to action. Nick Freund's putting on some, taken away by Zach Strelo there to Jake Walsh. Jake Walsh going up the middle, taps it ahead, and Ripon kicked it away, but Adam Smith kicks it back to Jake Walsh. Jake Walsh taps it over to Zach Strelo. Zach Strelo to Nick Freund. Nick Freund taps it ahead to Eric Novak. Eric Novak turns and kicks it in the box, looking for Garrison Pierce. Garrison Pierce gets a foot on it, taps it into Connor Joseph. Connor Joseph takes a shot, and the goalkeeper stops it. Yeah, they just see the number just changed from 21 to 22, so they're still counting. Every third one, whatever. So Ripon kicks it away. Ooh. And it's going to go out of bounds. Going to be thrown for Plymouth. Ben Pierce picks it up, quickly throws it into Garrison Pierce. That would be his brother. Garrison settles it, and Ripon kicks it away. Logan Kulo is going to run it down. Logan Kulo taps it ahead to Garrison Pierce. Garrison Pierce turns.
Come on, make that run, guys.
Garrison Pierce trying to get it into the box, but Ripon kicks it away, and Ripon controls going out to the far sideline. Nick Freund takes it away. Nick Freund taps it to Eric Novak. Little give and go to Nick Freund. Nick Freund Ripon taps it away, but Nick Freund still runs it down. He's down in the corner. Nick turns around and looks for, passes it back to Zach Strela. Zach Strela coming in the corner. Zach taps it to Nick. Nick Freund taps it in, and Ripon gets a foot on it to block it, but then Connor Joseph taps it, gets a hold of it, taps it back to Jake Walsh. Jake Walsh bringing it back in. Jake Walsh on top of the box, taps it into Eric Novak, and Ripon kicked it away, but Ben Pierce is back here to settle it. Ben Pierce is going to bring it back up, sends it out to the near sideline to Logan Kulo. Logan Kulo sends it back over to David Hassel. David Hassel going the other way up the far sideline. David Hassel kicks it into the box, and nobody can get there. Goalkeeper scoops it up at the 77-minute mark. Again, punts it away, and Zach Strela is going to settle on the far sideline out to Jake Walsh, and then Ripon cuts off the pass, but Jake gets it back. And Ripon kicked it out. It's going to be thrown for Plymouth. Jake Walsh gets up, throws it in to Zach Strela running down the sideline. Ripon headers it, but Eric Novak's there to get a foot on it. And then Ripon kicked it away, but Jake Walsh gets a chest on it to Adam Smith. Adam Smith kicks it back to Ben Pierce. Ben Pierce over to the near sideline to Logan Kulo. Logan Kulo back into the middle. Sends it across the field, trying to get it. And Ripon takes it away. David Hassel comes up and kicks it away. Again, Ripon kicks it back the other way. And Ripon controls it. Now they're going to reset. Ripon sends it back. Connor Joseph takes it away. Connor Joseph going up the far sideline. Connor Joseph's got a runner in the corner, but didn't see him. Kicked it into Garrison Pierce. Bounces hard off his foot. Ripon got a leg in there. Garrison still working in the box. Passes out to Adam Smith. Adam Smith passes it to Logan Kulo in the corner. Logan Kulo takes a shot, kicks it in the box. Ripon kicks it up in the air. Chased down by Connor Joseph, and the goalkeeper took it off his head before Connor could header it. So at the 87-minute mark, Ripon's going to punt it away again. And Ripon got the header on it, then David Hassel with a header, then Adam Smith's going to run it down. Adam Smith's going to send it out to the corner, looking for Zach Strela, running hard. Zach's going to get there. Zach taps it into the box. Garrison Pierce gets a foot on it. Eric Novak, and then Ripon got a foot on it, and then Adam Smith takes a shot on top of the box, and it goes wide right of the box. So at the 79-minute mark, Ripon's going to have another goal kick. They just substitute. They'll wait for those players to get in and out. So Ripon kicks it away, and Jake Walsh is going to settle it. Jake Walsh going the other way. Jake Walsh taps it ahead to the corner, looking for Zach Strela again. Zach gets there. Zach gets around the guy in the corner. Zach taps it in the box. Ripon kicks it out. Eric Novak's there to cut it off the kick out. Eric Novak taps it back into Connor Joseph, and Ripon takes it away, but Adam Smith, then Connor gets it back. Connor taps it to Adam Smith, and Nick Freund takes a shot, hits the top of the goal, comes out, and the goalkeeper, nice hustle by the goalkeeper to come out and get it because Garrison Pierce was running him. Hit the top. Yeah. Hit the top of the goalpost and came out. Goalkeeper was headed by Logan Kulo and then by Ben Pierce and then back to Logan. Now it's Adam Smith in the middle. Adam Smith back to Jake Walsh. Jake Walsh back to David Hassel.
You play on both sides of the field, just one side, Dan?
We play all the field.
Oh, you do?
Yep. Nick Freund up on the far sideline, taps it to Zach Strela. Zach Strela to Eric Novak. Eric Novak turns, and Ripon took it away. Yep. Logan Kulo's going to run down the kick by Ripon, but Logan Kulo coming up the near sideline, taps it ahead to Garrison Pierce. And Ripon kicks it out. It's going to be thrown for Plymouth. Oh, he did call it that way, and he switched. Okay. Ripon's going to have the throw in. Logan Kulo gets a foot on it, and then Ripon gets it back. Ben Pierce kicks it ahead, and Eric Novak gets it, turns it, kicks it ahead off the back of a Ripon player. The goalkeeper's coming out. Goalkeeper kicks it away, and David Hassel headers it. Cole Bogenschut calls for a kick out of the goal box. He kicks it ahead to Connor Joseph, settles it. And Eric Novak has it. And Eric turns back to the middle. Eric sends it over to Adam Smith in the middle. Adam Smith kicks it out to Zach Strelo in the corner. Zach is battling a Ripon player. Zach taps it back to Adam Smith. Adam Smith back out to Nick Freund. Nick Freund taps it back into Adam Smith on the far sideline. Adams working, taps it back out to Nick Freund. Nick Freund back to the middle to Jake Walsh. Yeah, Jake Walsh taps it in, and Ripon's going to kick it away, but Jake's going to get it back, taps it over. Connor Joseph taps it up in the air, now taps it again to Jake Walsh with a header. Ripon got a foot on it. Logan Kula gets it, taps it in the corner for Jake Walsh. Jake Walsh gets it, brings it back out, sends it into Garrison Pierce, and Ripon kicked it away. Jake Walsh gets it back. Jake Walsh coming across the front, turns it, tries to get it into Zach Strelo, and kicked up in by the Ripon player and bounces into the goalie's hands at the 82-minute mark. So Ripon's going to kick it away. And Ripon kicked it away. Adam Smith gets a header on it, and Zach Strelo kicks it up in the air, trying to keep it in play, and he cannot. So it's going to be a throw-in for Ripon, and some more substitutions for Ripon at the 82-minute mark. Again, Plymouth is up 4-0. So Ripon working down in the corner after the throw-in. Nick Freund on defense. Nick takes it away, taps it to Jake Walsh. Ripon kicks it back in play, and Nick Freund going to be a penalty call against Plymouth. No. So I got a free kick for Ripon at the 83-minute mark out on the far sideline. Kicks it up in the air. One hops Cole Bogenschut, scoops it up. And Cole's going to punt it away. There's no wind tonight, so punts it up, and Connor Joseph foot on it. Connor gets it back. Connor Joseph sends it out to the corner for Zach Strelo. Zach Strelo running it down in the corner. Zach gets control of it, gets around, tries to get around the guy, and he taps it back to Connor Joseph. Connor Joseph sends it out to Jake Walsh in the middle. Jake Walsh in the middle, sends it in the box to Eric Novak, gets a foot on it. Eric Novak controlling it. Eric Novak on top of the key, sends it out to Garrison Pierce. Garrison Pierce sends it back in, and Ripon cleared it. Jake Walsh is there, kicks it back in. Garrison Pierce has it, turns his corner, kicks it into Eric Novak. Eric can't get up to it. Ripon kicked it out again. And Ben Pierce taps it back up. And Ripon kicked it away, and Jake Walsh is going to get called for rough play after the kick. So at the 85-minute mark, Ripon's going to have a free kick here. And Ripon kicks it away. Ripon settles it first. Ripon kicks it into the box. And Nick Freund kicks it across the field to Logan Kula. Is going to run it down. Logan Kula taps it up to Garrison Pierce. Garrison taps it back to Logan. Logan sends it up to the middle to Connor Joseph. Connor Joseph off the back of his foot to Eric Novak. Eric Novak going across the middle of the field. Taps it into Zach Strelo. Zach Strelo's in the box. Kicks it and blocked off a Ripon player and goes out. It's going to be a corner kick for Plymouth at the 85-minute mark. And Eric Novak's going to take the corner kick. So Eric Novak kicks it up in the air. Headed by Garrison Pierce. Headed by Ripon. And Jake Walsh runs it down. And again, he's going to get called for rough play on Jake, so it's going to be a free kick for Ripon at the 86-minute mark. So Ripon kicks it off, the penalty kick, and Connor Joseph's first one there. Connor sends it up in the air to Garrison Pierce. Garrison Pierce chests it, settles it with his foot, turns back, taps it back to Connor Joseph. Connor Joseph taps it to Logan Kula. Logan Kula puts it up in the air, and the goalkeeper is right on the line and makes a play. Yeah, it was a nice kick by Logan Kula there to almost got him to fall in the goal. 86-minute mark. Well, I'll call it 87-minute mark. Kicked it away. Headed up by Ripon. And Jake Wells kicks it up in the air. Logan Kula is going to settle it. Logan Kula sends it up to Garrison Pierce. Garrison Pierce to Logan Kula. Ripon cuts it away. Ripon just kicks it into the box. David Hassel there. Ben Pierce. Ben Pierce kicks it out the side. So it's going to be a throw in for Ripon at the 87-minute mark. So Ripon back, throws it. I thought it was Ripon headers it up. Ripon settles in top of the box, and Jake Wells taps it away. Eric Novak had a foot on it. Now Zach Strelo. Oh, goes off of Zach. It's going to be another throw in for Ripon at the 88-minute mark. Ripon's got another throw in down in the far corner. Ripon throws it in. And Ripon settles it. Ripon sends it back. Ripon sends it into the box. Jake Wells up with it, taps it out. Ripon settles it. Ripon taps it ahead, but Adam Smith kicks it ahead. And Ripon's first one there after the kick ahead. Adam Smith gets a leg on it. Logan Kula settles it. Logan Kula taps it ahead to Jake Walsh in the middle. Jake Walsh taps it ahead to Eric Novak. Eric Novak goes up the far sideline looking for Zach Strelo. Zach Strelo runs it down, kicks it into the box, trying to get it across. And it's going to be a goal kick at we'll call it the 89-minute mark by the time he kicks it. He's in no hurry now. They're only down 4-0. I would think they'd be hustling a little, but guess the gas is out. So Ripon's going to kick it away at the 89-minute mark. Headed by Ripon, up in the air. Connor Joseph's going to run it down. Connor taps it back to Logan Kula on the near sideline. Logan taps it ahead to Garrison Pierce. Garrison Pierce turns, takes a run, and loses it to Ripon. And Ripon turns, and Jake Walsh and Nick Freund are sandwiching him. David Hassel steps in. He's going to get the call for blocking at 89.5-minute mark. Yeah, that was no need for that. Yeah, Ripon's still hustling. Yeah, clock's still running. The guy took a kick and the ref wasn't ready, so kicked off the back of a Plymouth, and Cole Bogenschut picks it up on the bound, and that's the ball game. So Plymouth wins 4-0. According to the scoreboard, we got 24 shots on goal. And thanks for coming, sports fans. We'll see you next time.
If anybody wants to listen to Dan Albright's voice more, watch channel 14 and 20.
Thanks for tuning in, folks. See you next time.